My name is Antonio Mendeville, and this is my training video assignment where my topic was going to be the rooms division chapter in our textbook, but could not, I couldn't engage enough with the material to deliver a good discussion. Um, since we first turned in our ideas on what we wanted to do, my life has taken a quick change, and um, things have happened where I've kind of like drifted away from the more hotel portion of hospitality into the restaurant part of it. I since when I first decided to take this course, I at the same time was I started a program called Kitchens for Good, which they have the if you sign up and they accept you, you become an apprentice of one of the three programs. There's the hospitality program, there is the baking part, and the culinary arts program. And I was accepted, and it was a 10-week course. It was a real strict course. From it started at 8 and ended. I mean, sorry, it started at 9 and ended at 4 every day except for on Wednesdays. We got out early at 12, and it was real strict. You had to be there, be on time, or they would not have you. It was the first time they decided to do the hospitality part, more the front of the house, where they showed us what to do and how and what to expect, and they told us about BEOs and greeting. They showed us a lot of stuff to do when you're working in the front of the house opposed to back of the house. I wasn't sure how that was gonna be. How I was after I started it. I was thinking, man, I should have tried out for the culinary part because it seems like there's more substance there. I felt like there was more to do and more to physically do, whereas front of the house is more administrative. And I don't know. I didn't think I was ready for that. They told us how to sign in orders, receiving, um, ordering, and making BEOs, and we really had to get. There was a structure that we had to set by, and I didn't know if I was ready for that. But at the same time, I was taking this course. I was also learning about BEOs, and it was kind of going at the same pace that the Kitchens for Good hospitality was going. So my apprenticeship was uh, uh, it was in line with the the hospitality tourism course that I'm taking online with you. Anyway, since then I got a job at a place called Hobnob Hill, which is a restaurant in Bankers Hill in San Diego, and it's not far from my house. It's a walkable distance. Uh, I got hired as a busser, but I've never been in front of the house. I've always been used to working in the back of restaurants because I never really wanted to be up front and show my face, and I was afraid of failure, or scared of just people looking at me. I always had these self confidence issues that I learned at Kitchens for Good how to overcome. How they helped overcome. We had life coaches, and they did a good job at engaging our abilities into like the course. They built us up, and they encouraged us, and they put us on these mock interviews to teach us what we needed and how to touch up. My point being is that since Kitchens for Good, they placed me at this job called Hobnob Hill, and there I feel like I'm doing a great job. I'm still there. It's barely my fourth week there, but I feel like I'm doing well. Since then, we had this Mother's Day special where this is my topic, a Mother's Day special, and my subtopics are the special event, the special menu, and the special time. The three things that we needed to stick by to pull off this Mother's Day special great. So um, if you mentioned that you had a 15, you remember when you were giving us the description how to go about making this video. I'm thinking, okay, you had in the hospitality hotel industry, you had a meeting almost every day. The early day meeting, the 15-minute meeting, the stand up meeting, and I'm thinking we don't have that at our restaurant, but if we did on Mother's Day, I'm thinking this is what the three topics that we could have covered, and if we had us all together and made sure it was pulled off perfectly. I'm thinking, okay, so special event, Mother's Day. Uh, there was a special menu that it was a separate menu from the rest of the of our Hobnob Hill menu. It was it provided three choices of dinners and three choices of desserts and three choices of appetizers that were not on the menu. You had to make uh, uh, reservations to be there. When we opened the store, when we opened the restaurant that morning, we were open at regular time from uh, uh, 7 to uh, 12, and at 12 o'clock we closed down, and this is me. We closed down at 12, and we had to clear the restaurant. Everybody had to um, restock all their condiments and stuff at each table, and prepare it for our reservations that started at 1. Our first wave of people comes in, and we help each other. We set the tables, and we help each other uh, uh, get appetizers out. The bussers had to be attentive when their appetizers are done on their tables, so we can clear them out. Um, uh, Offer waters and drinks at the same time. Keep everybody busy because the restaurant filled up. After the appetizers were served, we the servers took their orders at the same time, so we knew how to serve out their appetizers. Once they were done, and they started the appetizers, the meals were already getting prepared, so they would come in right after we cleared the table from the appetizers. Then they after their meals were served, uh, uh, we had to keep an eye out how we had to keep an eye out how the food, the pace, they were at the table were eating their food and their supper, so we can clear that out and they can get dessert served. We had to do that in two shifts, one at 1 and one at 3. So after the first shift of people, we had to close the restaurant down again, take a half hour to restock all our condiments, and do the same thing at 3. We closed early that day, which was at 7 when I'm sorry, we closed at 6 where we usually close at uh, 10 p.m. And to keep, we had to keep everything maintained and managed at a good timing. So the special event, the Mother's Day dinner, and the menu all came into play because we had to keep the special time. The time was a 1 to 3, and then close by 6 and be out of there by 7. That's what happened on Mother's Day, and that's what I decided to share about because it was something that I got to know and be part of firsthand. I'm hoping that this suffices. I know I didn't get a chance to talk to you beforehand, but let me know how. Let me know if this suffices. I can probably. Yes, I'm. I'm gonna stand by my project. Thank you.